Hi, and welcome to Stamp with Ginny. Today I'm going to share with you how I made this lovely thank you card using the Gift of Fall stamp set that came in the Paper Pumpkin set. I love this month's kit because not only can you get these wonderful bags to make with tons of leftover pieces, Stampin' Up! Is offering this coordinating bundle of note cards. I hope you can see these. There's two different designs of note cards, and then they've got these gorgeous envelopes to coordinate with your leftover products. So it's a great kit. So let me set this aside and we'll get started. Okay, we're going to start with our Mary Merlot that came in the kit, and I'm simply going to open this. And just a little tip with our ink pads, if you leave a little bit hanging off, you will have a finger grip that's easier for you if you're having a problem with the lids. I'm going to stamp the sentiment first. I'm doing that in the upper third of the card. And then I'm going to bring in this beautiful berry image or leaf branch image, and I'm going to start by stamping around the bottom and then the left hand side of this very vanilla piece of cardstock. Just kind of turning and placing it so that I'm happy with it. And then I'm going to bring in my clear block, and I'm simply going to set this on top of the ink pad to create this little palette to use with my blender pen. Now that I have my palette of color, I am simply going to pick up some color on my blender pen, and you can try this on your grid paper to see how much you want. If you like a lighter look, you're going to want to make sure that you don't have a lot of ink on your blender pen, and of course if you want a darker look, then you'll simply add more ink. Neither is right or wrong, it's a personal preference, so you just have to decide the look you like. And I'm going to color these berries quickly, and as you can see, I'm not putting a lot of time into each berry. I'm simply picking up a little bit of color and moving it around. And as I'm doing my berries, you can see that the color on my blender is getting lighter with each one. So you just want to go back and reload your blender pen with that classic ink. Okay, now that I'm done with my berries, in order to clean my blender pen, I'm simply going to run this across my grid paper until there is no longer any color left. That's a real important step. You do not want to leave the color on your blender pen. If you do, the ink can wick up into it and discolor your blender pen. So let me set this aside and we'll start building our card. Okay, I'm going to start by creasing the note card on the score line and using my bone folder to make that a nice tight line. And then I'm going to take my Mary Merlot piece of cardstock and add it to my card front. I love these little note cards because they're such a great way to start stamping. You get 20 in a package, and they're very economical. I love that about the multi-purpose adhesive. It's easy to move around. So once I've got that done, I've added some dimensionals to the back of the stamped piece, and I'm going to adhere that down. And that's our card. And then just to make a little something on the outside of the envelope, I'm going to take that berry image and stamp in the Mary Merlot again. And once again, if I wanted to, I could bring in my ink color and I could add just a little bit of color to those berries if I chose to, just to make the envelope beautiful also. Clean my blender pen again. And there you go. So let me show you the original again. If you'd like any of these products, feel free to stop by my online store. You can get there from my blog, Stamp with Ginny. And if you haven't already subscribed to Paper Pumpkin and you have questions, please feel free to contact me. Thanks for joining me.